Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Today we're going to do a comparison with the CZ Shadow 2 versus the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. Many people may look at these and say this is nothing more than a smaller version of the full-size model. That is not true at all. We're going to talk about it. We're going to compare them. So let's do it. The CZ Shadow 2 has been around for quite a while now, just under 10 years. And when it was released, the competitive market went crazy. They said that is the best handgun that I have ever experienced. And it actually took the place of the CZ75 SP01 as the best 9mm that CZ offered. With a full-size handgun, all steel frame, a lot of people really digged it. They said that thing is awesome. And then in the summer of 2023, just a year and a half ago, CZ released the Shadow 2 Compact. And this also blew up a bit. Not to the degree this did, but nobody saw it coming either. They created a compact size handgun that is lighter. It does have the aluminum grips that are not as deep blue, sort of a cross between a blue and a gray compared to this is called the black and blue model. This is just called the Shadow 2 Compact. They created some different variations of that. We're going to talk about it. But when they came out with this, it was met with great excitement too. The trigger action, the slide action with CZs are just so smooth. And they actually created the type that people wanted to carry if you love the CZ Shadow 2. But here we have a very different handgun. You may not think of it based on the name, but let's look at the size. The full-size Shadow 2 has a 4.9-inch barrel. This has a 4-inch barrel. So if we measure it up, we'll see 0.9, all right? Sort of looks like a full inch, but it's not. It's 0.9. The top strap on the slide looks pretty identical, but we'll notice one thing right there. These are optic ready, the Shadow 2 Compact. Now, when the Shadow 2 first came out, it was before the optic craze. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted them. Nobody even thought much about them. Before optics were a thing, the CZ Shadow 2 came out. And then you started to watch these that were once selling for $1,400. Well, the MSRP right now is $1,270. So they dropped in price the non-optic ready ones. Then they came out with the optic ready ones and they raised the price. Now, I had this slide cut for this Holosun 407K. I had the slide cut because I wanted an optic on there. And at the time, nobody really cared. And I didn't care when I got it. I didn't care. These all come optics ready. The sight picture is the same, although they don't say it on the site. It has a fiber optic front sight, but this is a Hajo, height adjustable only. You can't adjust windage, right? You just can't do it, and that's what CZ says with the Shadow 2 full size. But you do lose the rear sight when you have an optic drilled in there, or you have the slide milled, I should say. Let's check out that pick rail. You're looking at a 3-slot Picatinny rail. Over here, you just have a 1-slot accessory rail. All right, no big deal. One of the greatest differences that you will feel immediately is the weight. This has an alloy aluminum frame. Very light. Well, I shouldn't say very light, but much lighter when you handle this. This has a carbon steel frame. So when you hold these side by side, the weight difference is significant. And so we'll go ahead and get that on the scale and check that out. Here we have the full-size Shadow 2, and that's weighing in at 46.1 ounces. So 46 ounces. Here we have the Shadow 2 Compact, 30.6. So we're looking at the difference of approximately 16 ounces heavier with the all-steel frame, full-size Shadow 2. Other differences include the thumb safety. All right, both are ambidextrous, but this sits more flush with the frame as where the right side does, but the left side has a bit of a paddle on there. So with that hammer cocked back, I don't have to reach for it. My thumb just instantly hits it, drops it down into fire position. Both have forward serrations. The trigger pull right here, 3.2 pounds. Just a amazing trigger with a short reset. Everybody brags about that. Over here, we're looking at right around the same, a little bit heavier, but this is well broken in. This is not, so I imagine it would level out. That's pretty much why I said right around the same. Here we have 15 round mags. Over here, 17 round mags. The last difference I want to talk about is the texturing. The back strap and the front strap is not as pointy, if you will. If I grip this really hard, I don't have an issue with it. It's nice grip texturing, rather mellow. This is much more aggressive. Much more aggressive. If I grip this, I could get indentations in my fingers. You probably can't see that. They both break down the same way. Both very nice handguns. This is actually more expensive. This is $1,450 MSRP, thereabouts. And people complained. They said, we can't find where to get that. Well, did you check the Finn? They have them, okay? You just, heads up, you're on the Finn YouTube channel. Check it out. I think you will like what you see in terms of the quality of the gun and the price. Overall, both these, you really can't go wrong. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.